over there. Okay. Are we live?
Yep, we're rolling.
I'm Jenny DeLacy for Real Fringe Hairbands, and I'm here with Nicole, who is going to actually take us through what is a Real Fringe hairband, how do you donate hair, who would donate hair, and I guess who are they for? So fire away.
Okay, so I suppose from my 19 years oncology experience, I knew that there had to be something else as an alternative to wigs for cancer and alopecia patients. So, hence the birth of Real Fringe hairbands, where someone can donate as little as 15 centimetres of either dyed or natural hair. So we've got some examples here. This is someone who's actually shaved their head, so they've actually put the bunches of hair, tied it really tight, made it really small and cut it as close to their scalp as they possibly can. Ideally to leave a centimetre at the top is perfect, but this is great too. So that's an example of a shave. This alternatively is an example of at least 15 centimetres that people can cut off their hair. So you don't need to shave your hair to create a hair donation. You can cut 15 centimetres off your length as well.
I think that's a really important point, because people might mistakenly believe that they have to actually shave their hair, world's greatest shave or whatever, to actually donate. But essentially 15 centimetres, I don't know that I've got enough. Really. I think I would. You might. You probably do.
I think I do.
And the other thing you said, it can be dyed as well as natural colour. So I would say so many of us have dyed hair. So that that's a big difference in the market. But the other thing that we recognised today was that you can have curly hair.
Yeah.
So do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. Well, we've got an example here of someone who's had curly hair who has created a hair donation. This is actually the hairpiece that Caitlin was wearing earlier in the filming, and yeah, so what a lot of people can do is actually straighten their hair at the hairdressers before they cut it. It makes it a lot easier to process it. But if you haven't straightened your hair, that's fine. We can do it from our end, and we actually manufacture it here in Melbourne, so which is really great. The hair doesn't have to go overseas or anything like that.
So tell us more about people are donating their own hair and ending up with their own hair on the which is amazing. I think that's very powerful. Tell us about that. And what's the most exciting example of that we saw on today?
Yeah, so perfect example is Shay, who was diagnosed with alopecia at the age of 7, and she had lost all of her hair by the age of 10. So I had her ponytail. Her mum had given me her ponytail and her sister's ponytail from when Shay was 10. So 25
years ago.
Yeah, 23 years ago.
So imagine your mum being that clever to save your hair.
Absolutely.
When you're 10 years old, I'm absolutely amazed. And to watch her feel her own hair was actually the highlight of the day for me today.
To give it to her live today was just amazing.
Because she was just going like this the whole time, like, oh, it's real, it's my hair, it's my hair. It was just crazy.
It's a very similar colour to what her such a base wig that she chooses to wear alternatively. So it just gives her another option.
That's amazing.
And she said to be able to wash it, so you just wash it, like you can put it on in the shower, wash it and condition it and rinse it out, and then hang it up on a clothes hanger in the shower, let it air dry, and then
exactly with your undies.
Exactly.
So what's the process? People actually package the hair in what? How do you receive it?
Okay, so generally people will contact us and say, how do we create a hair donation? And so we get them to go to their normal hairdresser. As I say, 15 centimetres of natural or dyed hair is all we need. They fill in a hair donation form if they want to, or they can donate it anonymously as well. Pop it in, it needs to be dry. It's really important that it's dry before it's popped in the mail to send to us, just because otherwise, if it's wet, it can go more than likely will go mouldy unless we manage to get it in time and actually dry it. I received one this week that was wet.
What a pity. Because when you go to a hairdresser and they cut your hair, it is often damp.
Yeah.
So
we prefer a dry cut.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so that's good information for the donors. So was there a donor? You're sort of doing a donor drive, or is there always, are people always welcome to donate hair?
Anytime that anyone wants to donate their hair, we will gladly accept it to be able to create an amazing hairpiece for someone who's lost their hair or got thinning of their hair.
Because we're talking about this today, that people might mistakenly firstly think that they don't have enough hair to donate or whatever, and all donations are welcome, providing they're 15 centimetres at least. But something that was a really lovely thing to hear today was one of the people who has chosen to shave her hair at Relay for Life or something and raised $2,500 and donated her hair. And she was saying that the process of giving back to people that really need it, and you know, I lost my mum to cancer, and I remember that you feel quite powerless and you want to help, but you really don't know how to help. And that's a really good example of her giving back, which I absolutely love. What else do you need to share about the Real Fringe Hairband today?
The fact that the updated website is going live in mid-August, which is really exciting, and people can actually purchase a Real Fringe Hairband through the website when it goes live. The fact that people on the waiting list, I've got 15 people on my waiting list that are going to receive their Real Fringe Hairband before the end of July, early August. So they've been waiting a couple of months for this product, which is really exciting.
How exciting today that one of the people in the interviews today, Caitlin, used this one as an example and loves it so much that this is actually, she's going to
That's hers. That will be hers in August.
She looks amazing. She looked absolutely amazing. So that's fantastic. I absolutely love it. They can mix and match it. They can choose whatever colour. Like, you don't even have to choose the colour that you used to have. It's like reinventing or something.
Exactly.
That's been fantastic. I love the difference between watching someone with a synthetic wig and how heavy and hot they can be versus having that cool, the ability to wear a scarf or a hat or a turban or whatever that goes with these guys has been really incredible. And the other thing that stood out really is that how amazing the hair feels because it's real. Would you say there's any other unique features that you want to mention that we've forgotten?
Absolutely. So stay tuned with regard to the website. The headband is actually patented, so it is non-slip. It is really comfortable. It obviously has the RFHB, the Real Fringe Hairbands, letters on the outside. So we'll be able to show them a lot closer come August.
It's exciting.
The proof's in the pudding. Like, oncology and alopecia patients have been testing it for the last year and a half. So we've refined the product based on their feedback, and we thank them for all their input and their honesty in actually feeding back that information.
And you had focus groups, you've done prototypes and retested and rejigged, and so it's been quite a long process, but totally worth it. Like, it's amazing.
And I'm still working in the oncology area in a day oncology unit 3 days a week. So I'm there talking to them about what they ideally want in their hairpiece and all that sort of stuff on a daily basis. So it keeps it real.
That's awesome. We're going to go backwards because I want to ask one other thing that I forgot to ask at the beginning. I forgot that we were live as well. One thing that we didn't ask at the beginning was why, given your experience as an oncology nurse, where did the idea for this come from? I think you probably need to share that with everybody.
Absolutely. I had an oncology patient back in 2012 who I educated her on her chemotherapy that she was going to have. And we knew with her chemotherapy, it was before the time of the scalp cooling, which is where you're literally, it's like sticking your head in the snow for a period of at least sort of half an hour before their treatment, the whole time that they're having their chemo, plus an hour to an hour and a half afterwards, depending on the drugs we use. And we knew that 3 to 4 weeks after she actually started her first treatment, she would lose her hair. Like, it wasn't an option back then. So she, unbeknown to me, had a background as a seamstress and came back in 6 weeks later with her hair underneath the hat. And she inspired this whole thinking about the Real Fringe Hairband, where she had sewn her hair in a weft the best way that she knew how as a seamstress, and had attached it to a normal headband that you just wear normally every day. And she said, Nick, if you can turn this into a business, go crazy. And she said that when she was having a really bad day, she would actually get her girlfriend to drive her in the car, put the window down, and actually feel her hair, her own hair on the back of her neck, and everything would lift. So that's what inspired
That's
it.
really powerful, isn't it? And then we take for granted how much we love our hair, or how important our hair is, even though I complain about mine all the time. And watching and talking to people, it's been amazing how open everyone's been about the process of losing their hair. And and that, you know, someone didn't want to look in the mirror. There was someone who was really scared about her children's reaction to her when she was, so the anticipation of losing her hair was a really big deal. And so there's all these different stories that have come out of today.
Well, when you talk to someone, you're looking at their face and their hair frames their face. So if that hair is missing, then it highlights to people that either know them or don't know them the fact that maybe they're unwell, maybe they have alopecia, something's not quite right, I wonder what that is. And they're seen different. They're seen as someone who's sick.
Yeah.
So.
And my question to one of the ladies today was, why is it important to not feel that people think you're sick? Like, what was it? What was it about having people assume that you are sick that actually made you feel so terrible? And she said it because I didn't want to sort of stand out from anybody else. Yeah. Because that's really powerful. We just take it for granted, don't we? So, what's the benefit, do you think, of a real fringe hairband versus, you know, a full wig that so many people go to first and foremost?
So over the last 19 years, patients have said to me, I have a wig, or I've got 2 wigs. Number one, the expense.
Well, there's one so from the focus group. $5,000 or something.
Yeah, so from the focus group last November 2018, people will openly discuss what they paid for their wig. So a real hair wig will range anywhere between $1,200 up to $4,000. That's what they shared with me that day. And the fear with those is that they're hot, they can be really itchy or uncomfortable, or they can look fake.
Oh, and they can take forever to actually get ready. Correct. So that was another comment, was it just the fiddling around, getting it right, and all that sort of stuff before you leave the house. Before you even put makeup on.
Someone comes in to hug you and the hair will move. Or it's windy outside and the hair will move. Whereas this, once the hairband is actually on, the feedback from the testing of the prototypes has been that people can wear it for, you know, anywhere between 4 hours to all day and not even realise it's there. The top of their head can actually breathe, it looks natural. They're going to wear headwear anyway if they've got thin or no hair. So it just normalises the process to people who may not know them. So they just, as Audrey mentioned today, they just blend in.
Yeah, and that's what they want. Because then they feel normal and then they do more stuff.
It's thing for them.
But also they're doing things, like Audrey was saying she didn't want to leave the house. Yeah. And as soon as she tried the real hairband, she actually wanted to go to a cafe. She went to, you know, wineries and stuff with her husband and had an awesome weekend. Yeah. And that's the powerful stuff from the interviews you did today. It's been amazing. It's been really good.
Thank you so much for being part of the process. It's been absolutely awesome.